Hi Year 6, my name is Miss Burton and I'm one of the maths teachers here at Wellmarsh, and I'm going to be talking you through a bit about what to expect when you join us in September, and I'm going to be taking you through a couple of taster activities that you're going to be doing as well. First, I'm going to introduce you to our maths department. So we've got Mrs Hodgson, our head of maths, Mr McMahon, Key Stage 3 coordinator, so basically he's in charge of Year 7 and 8 maths, Mr Atkinson, then there's myself, Mrs Cardwell, who I know is going to be a Year 7 tutor next year, so some of you might have already met her, Miss Eyre, Miss Merchant, who is head of the current Year 7s, Mr Newsom, who is also an assistant head teacher, Mrs Pearson, and then we've got Mr Langston and Mr Stewart, who are our learning mentors and numeracy teachers here at Maths. One of us will be your maths teacher next year. Okay, you might have already met some of us if you came up to the Year 6 masterclasses that we did in February. Okay, next I'm going to talk you through a bit about what equipment you will need for a typical maths lesson. So like every subject, you'll need a blue or a black pen. We recommend 2 so you've got a spare, a pencil, rubber, sharpener and ruler. These are particularly important in maths because you'll be doing a lot of drawing shapes and drawing graphs and that. Okay, you might also need a calculator. Now, we don't use a calculator every lesson, but we do use them for certain topics. We have some in school that you can use during lessons, but I know a lot of students like to buy their own, so they've got their own to use. If you want to do that, you can, but please make sure it is a scientific calculator like the one in the picture. Okay, you might also want a pencil case to keep these in. You'll get an exercise book which we will provide you with, and you might also want some highlighters because I know students sometimes like to highlight over examples, formula or key points just because it makes it stand out a bit more and it also helps them when it comes to revising. Okay, so this is what you're going to be actually learning when you join us in Year 7. So during half term 1, we're going to be doing a bit of analysing and displaying data. So that could include averages and graphs, etc. And some calculations. So that could be numerical calculations or it might involve fractions and percentages as well. During half term 2, you'll be doing expressions, functions and formula. So that's a bit of algebra basically, and decimals and measures. During half term 3, you'll be doing factors and multiples and angles and lines. Now, they could include highest common factor, lowest common multiple, along with angles in a triangle, angles on a straight line, those sorts of things, just to give you a few examples there. So during half term 4, you'll be doing equations. That's a bit more algebra. Okay, solving equations. I know algebra is mine and Miss Eyre's favourite topic to teach, so we hope you'll enjoy learning it as much as we do teaching it. During half term 5, you'll be doing ratio and proportion, so that comes into recipes, and sequences and graphs. And then during the last half term of the year, you'll be doing transformations, so rotations, reflections, translations, and enlargements of shapes. Okay, by now, you will know that in year 7, when you join, lessons will be 1 hour and 20 minutes long. Okay, and you're going to have 3 lessons of maths every week. In maths, we will be involving lots of problem-solving questions and different puzzles because these help you to deepen your knowledge and understanding of the topics you've been taught. So we use starters to start off the lesson, okay, and these will engage you and get you ready for the lesson to start, so ready for you to learn. We do our starters to practice your numeracy and basic number skills, so to help you get better on those. So what we're going to do now is have a go at a typical starter question that you might see in lesson. So this is a sample starter. Now we use ones that are set out like this quite a lot because they've got 10 questions and they are all from different topics. So it gets you thinking back to previous things that you've learned. So what I'd like your teacher to do now is pause the video for you to have a go at the questions, and then when you're ready, press play and I will go through the answers for you. Okay, so the answers then. So question 1, we are asked to add fractions. When we add fractions, we need to make a common denominator. We've already got that here. So when we add them together, we get 12 twelfths, which obviously can be simplified to a whole one. Question 2, 405,000 divided by 1,000 gets us 405. And question 3, 60 millimetres equals 6 centimetres because there is 10 millimetres in a centimetre, so we just divide by 10. Question 4, when we write 4,450 in figures, we will get the digits 4, 0, 0, 0, 4, 5, 0. And question 5, bit of a solving equation. Something subtract 7 equals 6. So what we need to do, add the 7 and the 6 together and we will get 13. So the question mark should be replaced with a 13. Question 6, 70,302 subtract 8,873 will get us an answer of 61,429. And then question 7, we are asked to find what fraction over 45 is equivalent to 5/9, and that gets us 25 over 45. And the reason is we have a look at our denominators. How many times does 9 go into 45? The answer is 5. So you would multiply your numerator by the same thing. 5 times 5 is 25. Question 8, we've got minus 21 and minus 20. We've got to compare those and fill in the correct inequality symbol. In this case, it's going to be the less than symbol because minus 21 is less than minus 20. Question 9, 120 times by 300 is 36,000. And question 10, express 13 quarters as a mixed number. Express just means write, so we need to write it as a mixed number. So that's going to be a fraction with a whole number outside of it. So see how many 4s go into 13 is 3. We've got 1 remainder, so we've got 3 1/4 as our answer. Okay, what we like to use in lesson, as I said before, was puzzle questions. So what you're going to do now is have a go at these couple of puzzle questions. So we've got question 1. Tim has 2 packs of pop. Each pack holds 24 cans. Sally has 5 smaller packs. Each of her packs holds 6 cans. How many more cans of pop does Tim have? And then we've got question 2. Here is some money. The money is shared between 5 girls and 2 boys. Each girl receives £3. How much money does each boy receive? What I'd like your teacher to do is pause this video again now so you can have a chance at completing these questions. Okay, right then, I will go through the answers. So to work out question 1, first of all, you need to work out how many cans of pop Tim has. To do that, you would do 2 multiplied by 24 because he has got 2 packs and there's 24 in each. So Tim has got 48 cans. To do the same to work out how many cans Sally has, and you would end up with 5 times 6, which is 30. Then you're asked to work out how many more cans Tim has got. That is asking you the difference between the number of cans Tim has and the number of cans Sally has. So do 48 minus 30 equals 18. So Tim has got 18 more cans. Question 2, first of all, work out how much money there is. So you've got 2 £10 notes, 4 £2 coins and a £1 coin. So that is £29 in total. We know that this money is being shared between 7 people because we have got 5 girls and 2 boys. Each girl receives £3, so we can work out how much the girls share between them, and that is going to be 15 because we do 3 times 5. Then what we can do is work out how much the boys share between them. So we subtract our 15 from our 29 and we get 14. That is then shared between 2 boys, so we divide that by 2 and get £7. So each boy will receive £7. Okay, right, on this slide we have got a puzzle question. We like to use different types of puzzles in maths to get you thinking a bit more. So what I want your teacher to do now is pause this video again so you can have a go at it, and then I'll go through the answer in a second. Okay, right, when we work out the answer to this question then, we need to create a map that looks similar to that one, except we are going to end up with exactly the same white circles as there are red circles, but again the white circles need to be around the edge and the inner circles all need to be red. There is 2 ways of creating this map. Okay, the first one is to have 12 circles by 5 circles, and the second way is to have 8 circles by 6 circles. So you might have 8 circles across, 6 circles down. Okay, right, we've got a second puzzle here I'd like you to have a go at. So we have got a box split into 5, and you've got to work out what digits go into which box following the clues below. So if your teacher wants to pause this again so you can have a go, and then I will talk through how you work out the answer afterwards. Okay, right, how to work out the answer then. So we're given 4 clues. We know that all the digits are different, so that means the digits that we use, we can only use once. Okay, we know that the first digit is going to be odd, so the first digit must either be a 1, a 3, a 5, or a 7, or a 9. And the first digit is larger than the third digit. So whatever we get for our first digit, our third digit must be less than that. So the fourth digit, it tells me, is 3 times the first. Well, I know that the first digit has got to be an odd number. So if I am looking for an odd number between 1 and 9, and there is another odd number between 1 and 9, which is going to be 3 times more than that, the numbers I am looking at are 9 and 3. So 9 is going to be your fourth digit, and 3 is going to be your first digit. They are the only 2 digits that makes that work. Okay, it then tells me that the final digit is the product of the second and the third digit. So product in maths, you should know, means multiply. So if I multiply the second and the third digit together, I will get the value of the final digit. In clue 2, I am told that the first digit is larger than the third digit. Well, I've just worked out that the first digit is going to be a 3. So that means the third digit has got to be either a 2, a 1, or a 0. Well, I've got to think about it, and I can think about it and know that it can't be a 1, because if I multiply anything by 1, it will stay the same. So I will have 2 digits the same, which I'm not allowed. And again, same with 0. If I multiply anything by 0, I will get another 0. So I will have 2 zeros, which I'm not allowed. So therefore, that digit must be a 2. So the third digit has got to be a 2. Now we know that if we multiply the second and the third digit together, we'll get the last digit. So we know that the only digits that I've got left that I've not either used or ruled out are 4, 5, 7, and 9. And if I multiply one of those digits by 2, it will get me another one of those digits. The only one this works for is 4 and 8, because if I multiply 4 by 2, I will get 8. So therefore, the second digit must be a 4, and the final digit must be an 8. So the order of the digits is going to be 3, 4, 2, 9, and 8. Right, just before we finish off, we've got a couple of after-school clubs that we have run this year. Okay, so we've got numeracy club, a chess club, and an enrichment club. Okay, now numeracy club, we invite selected students to it. Okay, but the couple of after-school clubs which you can choose to sign up to are enrichment club and chess club. Now this year they've run on a Wednesday, but they may change to a different day for next year. Now we hope you can attend one of them. Okay, and in preparation for year 7, what you might want to do is practice your times tables regularly. This will give you a good advantage if you know your times tables 1 to 12. Okay, you can go further, you can possibly go to 15. You could also do some mathematical puzzles such as Sudokus. You could do some baking because that involves a lot of maths. Recipes are ratio and proportion. Okay, thank you for listening. I hope it's been useful and you've had a chance to experience some of the things that we might do in maths lessons at Royal Marsh. You've also had a chance to see our faces, so you know who to expect when you turn up to your maths lessons, okay? So we look forward to you all joining us in September, and we will see you all soon. Thank you.